So we are live for the first time since I have been home. Let's just take Streamlabs on here. As you can see, we got my little Mally boy just down here, and we were just going to do some yapping. Just do some yapping while Mally boy slept. We'll wait for everybody to join us. The notifications on my Discord are only just going out. If you're watching this as a VOD, then hello to you. Thank you for joining us. This will not be a high-paced balls to the wall stream, but it is just going to be a little bit of ASMR, a little bit of gentle talking, gentle hanging out. Here is the best streamer, Chelly, who has come home from the hospital and has just that one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Moosh is also here with us. He has had a mixed reaction to his brother coming home, honestly. But he's been a good boy. He's acclimatizing.
He just wants to give him hello licks, but he's not allowed to.
So you're being a little quiet. Come around here and talk to the mic. There you go.
He wants to give his brother hello licks, but he's not allowed to, so he's having to deal with that.
So, yeah, we are just hanging out because we got home today. What up, Bill? It's a room full of fuckers at the moment, and it's wonderful to see my fuckers coming and hanging out. Actually, I wonder, is my chat box actually coming up? Because I haven't seen... He did make baby noises. Hey? Cutie boy, and best streamer is here. Yeah, she certainly is. She certainly is. And my little Mally boy, so cute. I'm going to protect his hair, his face from the lights. But I guess
Too bad.
it's not too bad. He's sleeping like an absolute goddamn angel, and that is very, very nice. And we know that this is not going to last for very long, but we are going to enjoy it all the same. Masu, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. And it may actually, this may go from yaps into playing something, because I will have to entertain myself somehow throughout the day. I have been enjoying a decent bit of Hearthstone, and I'm sure it'll get to the point. This rap is so good for just hands-free all the time. I have to check it and I have to make sure that he's breathing and whatever, because that's incredibly important.
Doll.
Yeah, he does. He does. So beautiful. The first photos that I put up, his face was a little bit puffy from birth, but now that he's starting to go back to normal, he is very, very, very cute. And so are you, Mushu, with your big brown eyes, hey, you beautiful boy. Yeah.
Still our baby.
Yeah, he's still our baby. So Chelsea had 3 days in hospital. We were released today. Mally has been doing very well. We had on his first night a little bit of low blood sugar, but that just came from him not getting as much of a feed because his suction wasn't great, which does mean that he probably isn't as much like his dad, because your boys never fail to suck anything out of anything, but yeah, outside that, he hasn't really had any issues. Jill had a little bath class with him and breastfeeding class and all that sort of stuff, and my wife, just the whole time in the hospital, just tits out for the boys, just everybody coming in, just hey, how you doing? You want to see a boobie? Hey, yeah, I'll show you one.
Breastfeeding generally requires that.
But yeah, and I got to deal with my first fountain of poop, which was interesting, very, very, very interesting. But yeah, and none of it matters when it's your little boy. None of it matters. But yeah, acclimating him to Mushu was an interesting challenge because Mushu was literally shaking. And we were worried about it being Chelsea bringing Malleus in because Chelsea's been away. I've been able to come home and feed Mushu and look after him, whatever else. So he's still been seeing me. But what we didn't account for is that Mushu is very attached to me, as I am to him. And I'm the one who brought Mally in. And I think that might, because he was like, when Mally was sitting there with Chelly, and like, Mushu was calm. He was very, very curious at first. What are you doing, little boy? You want to go on the table? Okay, that's all right. Go on. Go on. You can do it. You can do it. That's it. That's it. Little leg up. Little leg up. There you go. There you go. He stepped on my mouse. Of course he did. Of course he did. He even changed the mouse settings. How does this boy do it? Yeah, he's okay. But yeah, so we brought him in, and Mushu's physically shaking. And like he was so excited. And then he calmed down. And then Malleus is with Chelsea, just on the couch, and he's acclimating, and Mushu's doing so well. We go, okay, let's do a little bit of a change. And then straight away, he's like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Dad's holding another baby. And like, it wasn't in like a super jealous way, but it was like, what is going on here? And yeah, Sam, how you doing? Good to see you. I forgot to go multi-stream chat. I forgot I'm not just doing Twitch. But yeah. And luckily he's still in that stage where it's like it's a lot of sleeping. We actually have to wake him up for a feed.
Oh, he just laid down. You might not be able to use those.
No, I won't be able to use those for Mally. Okay, that's fine. Mushu just laid down on his bibs. But yeah, he's in the stage where he's just sleeping all the time. He's like, hey, is this tiny little thing? Here's this tiny little thing. Look at him. Look at him. This is all of him. This is it. This is it. He's like, not even, he's as big as my arm, maybe. It's just like, yeah. Oh. We are good, Sam. We are good. I've got my perfect little boy. He's been sleeping non-stop, thankfully. Mushu, hey, back up. Good boy. That was very gentle. That was a good boy. We have been trying to acclimate him as much as we can. So, yeah, I'm going to keep the bright lights off his face. Make sure he's still breathing. But, yeah. Hey, you're doing so well, little Moo. You're doing so well. Look at your little face. You are so spaghetti that he's strapped to my chest and you're not. Hey? Cute boy. Yeah, but the hospital staff were wonderful. The child having a C-section. It was an elected C-section. Yeah, I've got photos and I haven't put them anywhere because, like, it's a baby covered in gore and, just dick and balls out everywhere. But we got photos of him literally coming out of Chelsea's tummy. I got to cut the umbilical cord, which was really cool. I didn't think that was something that I would tick off my bucket list because I wasn't tracking that I would ever do that. But yeah, that's ticked off. And yeah, his umbilical cord is like, there's still a little section of it. I didn't realize. I thought they actually did something with it to make your belly button, like they would tie it up or something. But it's literally just clamped and it's just going to go necrotic on its own and fall off. And then what's left will be the belly button. So, yeah. And, oh, I've had like such good, we spent most of yesterday with him sleeping up on my chest and just hanging out. Like I didn't have the wrap then, so I was actually just holding him. But he has just been so happy just to sleep on me. I think his dad's nice and warm. Did you hear that? Did you, Mushi? Mally made a noise and Mushi's like, oh my god, what is that? But yeah, it has just been just wonderful having him sleep on me. And changing him and doing all that. Hey, Mushu, no licks. Mushu, no licking. No licking. Yeah, that's right, little boy. The camera's like going between it. I apologize. It's focusing on little man. You have to find the bag that's got all the things in it. What do you mean? Oh, it's not in the back of the car.
Oh, is it in our car?
It might be. I don't know. Did your mum put it? Because mum put two things in the boot.
I forgot. I'll go check that.
Yeah, yeah. And we also got some really wonderful news. Chelsea and I, imagine doing this in 2025. Splashed out and bought the first ever brand new white good we've ever had. It's a new fridge. We haven't been able to like pay for it outright, but it just like I didn't even realize Afterpay did it. So we've literally just broken up a fridge into like multiple payments. And we weren't supposed to get it till the 22nd, but they called us like just before I went on stream, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's coming in like 2 days." And we're like, "Yes, fucking yes, let's go!" And we got so excited about a fucking fridge. Which doesn't that like just show you the stage that you're at with your adult life, where that's the sort of stuff that excites you now? How's Chell feeling? She is doing a lot better than I thought she would be. Like the day after the surgery, she was getting herself up and moving around, and she was, you know, like pretty lucid and with it. And yeah, you bought a fridge. Wait, I thought you were renting. We are renting. Why wouldn't we buy a fridge though? Oh, in Australia, it's very rare to have furnished homes. So I don't know if that's something that's because I know that that was everywhere when I was in the States, and it might be the same for Canada. Um, but yeah, it's very rare to get a furnished home in Australia. You basically rent an empty, an empty block of land with some walls and a roof, and that's basically it. Um, Obviously, we got plumbing and electricity and all that sort of stuff, but yeah. Oh my god, yes, I did. Yep. Here's the keys, my love. The appliances come with the rental. Yeah, we don't have that. We don't have that. Yeah. So that's why it's even more expensive to be an Australian. Our dollar sucks, and nobody gives us anything because fuck us. You know, if you can't battle off the spiders and snakes and everything else trying to kill you, and kangaroos boxing you, then why do you deserve to own white goods? But yeah, like, and that's us owning white goods for the first time as a brand new thing, not getting something secondhand and crappy. Um, it's weird that it's a big moment in your adult life, and yet it's like it's a step forward. It's a step towards some shit. Um, but yeah. Oh, he's having a little dream. He's having a little dream. He's doing little yelps. I wonder if I can get him up near the microphone. Oh, and of course he stops. Of course he stops. Oh, I need to get like a little Mally mic connected up and put it in the wrap with him. That'd be so cute. Oh, but I do get the feeling of getting new appliances when I got my new fridge and then a washer and dryer. Yeah. For the most part, can't come home with the locks changed. There being no legal avenue to fight it. Yeah, we actually do have like decent rental protections. Um, I'll take having to get our own washing machine. Yeah. We do tend to have very, very few slumlords, which is good, you know. But yeah, we are still like the most expensive country to live in at the moment, I think, in terms of rent stuff. But that's happening everywhere. We can't really complain. But yeah, so we got a fridge coming in 2 days, which is really exciting. And I'm actually just glad just to be home and not having to transit to the hospital every single day. Like I didn't mind, but there's a point where you just want to wake up in your own house and and have everybody there. But I do not get the having to buy appliances for rental. I'm just starting out and now I need to fork over thousands of appliances to move out. What the fuck? Yeah, that is probably the biggest thing for like a lot of Australians, and you'll generally find that way. And this is what I did, and it may be different for little Mally Moo, because the world will probably be very different by the time he's looking at moving out. But you go into like share housing, that sort of stuff, where like maybe with friends, maybe not. And there's like some stuff which is already there, which is owned by one person. Somebody like you buy something that you want, you share it with everybody, and like that can be a way to start out. But um, yeah, it's definitely not a perfect system. Um, But yeah, and a lot of the time, like the people that can actually move out are the people that have like help from their parents, that sort of stuff. Hey Melly, you okay, little boy? Yeah, you're just making some sleep noises. I definitely need to get a little Mally mic so you guys can hear all the little noises he makes and stuff. He's so cute. Oh, he's so cute. And I wasn't expecting him to come out with like actual hair. Like, so weird. So weird. Though, he's only just growing them now, but he didn't have eyebrows for basically the entire start of his life. And that was so weird looking at his face. Of like, there was a bit where I was like, you just kind of look like a little alien because his face was all puffy from the birth. And that happens to every single baby. Like, their features are exaggerated. Um, but yeah, so when's he playing his first RTT? Well, I'm not going to be pushing my son to do anything that he doesn't want to do. He will let me know if he wants to do what dad does and play some 40k, and if he doesn't, that is absolutely fine. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, do you want to take these? Actually, Mushu, you know what? He's being really good on my desk. I actually think it's good. Yeah, we can leave it there. We can leave it there. Yeah. Do you just want to put it behind me? On the no on the recycling thing, can you just take that stuff and then you can just leave it there because that's a clean surface. Yep, no problem, my love, no problem. Um, think you have more, but there are a ton of rental protections in Canada. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's such a necessary thing because relying on people to do the right thing just out of the kindness of their heart is a crapshoot and a half. I have to be so careful with everything I do. Oh, but yeah, how's everybody been while I've been away, emerging into fatherhood? Anything exciting happen? I don't know that I missed any announcements for 40k. I think there was like a Horus Heresy Angron model that's getting released or something. Yeah, yeah. It's been a bit of a slow week. The GW supply issues in Australia continue. I still haven't heard about my Eldari. And apparently every store is having similar problems where there's some stuff which is coming out absolutely fine and then there's other stuff, well, it's like if you get something, you're lucky. like, yeah, but I'm so excited for my Eldari. I really like want to get to the point where it's just made, it's painted. I can take it wherever I need to go, and I can start wrapping my head around it. More than anything, I really want to get I really want to get my codex. I think my codex is a really big thing just to like have stuff in the app, like being able to quickly reference things because I've got the PDF that leaked and that's fine. But just being able to look stuff up really helps with like wrapping your head around combos and who's got what abilities now, and just user accessibility. Just yeah, really keen for my demons to arrive. Oh hell yeah, yeah! You're on the Legion of Excess train. Um, EC pre-order next weekend apparently as well. Oh, that's a big day for the Chaos fans. That is a big day for Slanesh fans. Hey, little man, you okay? He just opened his eye. Oh yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We've got to keep track of how long it's been since his last feed. Um, I always prefer a book in my hand. Yeah, it's just nice to, even if the points aren't exact, I've never really cared about that. Like, what I really want is the reference material to, until you get a change that, like, means that you can't trust any of it. Just having something in your hand where you can reference it, look it up, go page to page, whatever else, familiarize yourself with it. It's so easy. And yeah, I found on pre-order is the announcement of their pre-order. Well, either way, it'll be a good one. Either way, it'll be a good one. Oh, so this is a complete left turn, but funny story. I have already had my son fart on my finger. So I was cleaning his nappy, and as I'm like cleaning his bottom, um, the the wet wipe goes over his little butthole, and as it does, it's a little. And I couldn't help but laugh. It's so fucking childish, but I couldn't help but laugh because I'm like, oh, did I just like press a little fart out of your little man? And then like as I'm putting the thing away, he did it again, and I was like, oh, my little man's first farts, or at least the ones that I know of. He probably did plenty in Chell's tummy and after he was born, but yeah, yeah. Oh. Actually, you know what I should do? I should look up because they would have gotten everything onto Wikipedia. But even then, like Wikipedia is great, but because you're like connecting to fucking Russia or something, it's like there's still that little bit of lag. And I know that it's something that like when I was a kid dealing with dial-up or whatever, just having access to the internet was incredible. But now, like having to wait for even if it's like 2-3 seconds in between clicking pages and whatever else, there's just a part of my monkey brain that's experienced better, which is just like, what the fuck? And yeah, yeah. But I really should look that up and start using that because we're getting ready for the post Mali birth tournaments and all that sort of stuff, and gotta make sure that we're ready and prepared because there's also the other side of it that I'll likely be doing some coaching on the Eldari stuff because like well even if Eldari specifically, like knowing a lot about the fundamentals of the game and then being able to piece them together means that I'll likely be ahead of people that are just getting into the game or whatever. But I want to make sure that I've got at least some level of expertise locked down before I ever start trying to talk about it or, push people in a certain way. The other thing that, I'm very, very cognizant of is that when you're coaching somebody, you will be inadvertently, and it's the same with videos, you will inadvertently be influencing purchasing decisions. And that's something I'm always very, very conscious of because if somebody goes out and spends their money on something that's shit or not useful or that they regret afterwards, that is something that I have directly influenced. And yeah, that's the last thing I want to do. Oh, I need to have a Mushu cam set up so you can see him being so goddamn cute. Oh, actually, maybe I can do this. Oh, look at that! You got my little moo, and you got my little Mally moo. Hey, little Mushu moo, Mally moo, Mushy moo, Mally moo. Hey, how good's that? How good is that? I'm really, really keen to actually get some games in on Eldari as well, which I've set up on TTS. I've set up my first list with them. I think it was an Aspect Warrior list. I haven't done my Wind Rider list, which I actually probably should do. But I've still got to make some decisions about that list. I don't know if I'm fully set on the decisions I've made with certain units and whatever. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like it could be really good. It could be genuinely really good, but it might also be something where I think something's good and it's just kind of crap and yeah, yeah. Oh, you know what I should do? I should put on a little bit of music. All right, little Moo. I'm gonna have to move you, little boy, because I've got to access the keyboard. Okay, come here. I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna pick up. That's it. That's it. That's it. Come on. Come on. That's it. That's it. Over onto your table. There you go. There you go. Lie down. Okay. Oh. All right. So this. Oh, yep. Let's move that out of there so you don't have the infinite loop of all of your stuff. All right. So, oh no, we don't want that. Okay. Let's open up new recruit. Where are you? Make sure that I've got my list done. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, he's making the cutest noises. He's making the cutest noises. Server versions. With the green screen face cam, it kind of looks like I'm just wearing some weird clothes, just trying to be all sci-fi and edgy. Okay, let's go lists. Oh, that's right. I did my Avatar of Cain list. So my Ride the Wind. So I do want to have this good to go. The one I really don't know about is Lycus, because I'm using it for the crits on fives, and it's only for one activation. But I do wonder if it's worth it. Manages rangers, striking scorpions, warp spiders. Yeah, I don't know. Do you know the biggest thing that I think I'm lacking is like dedicated anti-tank with fire dragons, which I think is probably the thing that I will want to do. So I'm going to take out Lycus. So no crits on fives, but whatever. I don't know that I need Howling Banshees in this list. Striking Scorpions I like, just for the infiltrate with the rangers. Warp Spiders are good for things that can just go and do stuff, but then do I want them over just having Wind Riders that I can actively redeploy? They can go 24 in the turn, which is a big draw for them. Yeah, let's just go infantry, fire dragons. I do probably want 2 units of them minimum, so I think I drop the Howling Banshees, and I think I go. So the Exarch is going to have the Fire Pike. Nothing else really needs to be done. We've got 1 aspect token. Copy that. No aspect tokens for you. Well, you've got an aspect token. You will have an aspect token. And then we're 1985. So I have Seer Sight, Strike, and Mirage Field. The Mirage Field I do like for the -1 to hit. I really do. The Seer Sight Strike is just so good on the Farseer Skyrunner. If you haven't seen what it does, it's psychic weapons equipped by them have anti-monster 2+ and anti-vehicle 2+, which just makes him so good for just pumping into something like that. Because if we look at his weapons, and don't forget he's got stacking AP, he can have rerolls to hit and rerolls to wound. He has ignore cover, and because of all the stuff that we're stacking with him, hey, there we go, little boy. There we go, you little cutie. So yeah, we've got a D6 shot weapon, which is blast, psychic, strength 6 AP2 damage, D3 damage. What's up, baby?
Mum and Dad have just gone to the shops.
Mhm.
So I'm going to have a lie down.
Mhm.
And Dad got
Oh,
Ferraris and
thank
stuff
you,
for
my
us.
lovely. Thank you. Did you want to have him sleeping in the bassinet next to you, or do you want him
That
with
would
me?
be nice to have him
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Okay.
if you wake up for a feed,
Yep.
I can
All
stay
right.
in.
Well, let's take him out.
Can you
Yeah. Can you undo me?
These are loose. So
Are they?
do you want to?
Yep. I got him. Yep.
You can show the stream him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Oh wow, he was really enjoying that.
Yeah.
He would have felt like.
So this is my little Mally.
You have to be careful because it's.
Oh, did that? Oh, that's okay. A little bit of cat refill, but yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll get him. We'll get him nicely seated. All right, you okay, baby? Why does that sound like an ice cream truck? Mm. He's been having such a good sleep on me. Oh, this wrap is so good. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, we're gonna have him for a little bit longer. But anyway, what I was talking about, um, you've not only got the reroll, a hit roll, a wound roll, or a damage roll for a model in that unit to an unmodified 6, which is actually pretty good for him. And it's once per phase, so you can then also do it for melee. But then you've got the Singing Spear, and this is one attack, hitting on 3s, strength 9, and yes, it's AP 0, but that'll probably be AP 1 with some of the stuff we're stacking, and damage 3. So you've got a bunch of D3 damage that you can, put up to 3 damage immediately on Eldritch Storm, or you can just save that to get through the Singing Spear. And yeah, and both of those are psychic weapons. So, and then in melee, you've got 2 attacks, which are damage 3, but then if they're anti-monster, anti-vehicle 2+, the strength doesn't matter, the strength 3. So that's where you're looking at it for him. Okay, Chell just got me to get this baby out, and then just absolutely runs away. Ain't that just classic Chelly? Eh? Okay. Alright, you got it? Watch that. Head first. Head first.
It's okay.
There you go, little man. There you go. There you go. Okay. Oh, he's so tiny. He's so tiny. My goodness. All right. Let's get out of the wrap. No, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, well, Mushu just explosively jumped off the thing. And we could talk at a normal volume now because our son has been taken off for a little bit of a sleep with mummy. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do export Yellow Scribe. Yellow Scribe code copied. Wonderful. Then let's go to Tabletop Simulator and let's start putting this list together. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. You just missed my son being carried away by the larger human who takes care of him. Yeah. So having this list together will be really, really good. And then I've got some like another aspect without the avatar that I want to have good to go as well. So let's go create single player. Let's go force org. Load. What's up, Charlie? Oh.
Hi. I just heard you say I don't know if you wanted to show Phoenix.
Oh, yeah. Well, so Phoenix, Chelly has brought him back in.
He was just sneezing.
Look at this little boy. Look at this little boy. He's so tiny. He's so tiny.
He looks like he's crying, but he's not. He's just
Mushu,
sneezing.
no digging.
Let me wipe his
God, I
face.
just scratched the shit out of my legs.
Okay. Well, he's...
No being spaghetti over Malleus.
Come up here.
How you guys doing?
Needs a bum change.
Oh, I need the bum change. Do you need help or are you okay? Okay. Well, call me if you do. Oh, okay. All right. Chelsea's going to do a change for Mally. I will be back in just 2 seconds. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back to doing the list. Okay, everybody, apologies. We had to take care of my son real quick. Pursue the small human looking after him. Mally's so cute. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's load up the Eldari. Let's also chuck some music on so that we've got some Bing chillin'. All right, so there we go. There we go. All right, so Eldari. Why did you do that? Thing to do. All right, cool. So, let's go launch Yellow Scribe, paste code, boom. Hopefully it's not expired. And let's have our Ferrero share. Kindly given to us by Chelsea's dad. All right, so oh, so good. Literally my favorite chocolate. I have chocolate often, but when I do, my God, it needs to be a goddamn Ferrero share. Oh, RCR, Warlock. All right, Autark. Pass your Scar Runner. Pass your Scar Runner. Where are the Warlock Scar Runners? Yep. Go, Warlocks. So Farseer and Warlock, they are literally just the same thing. I'm glad I went with this helmet because I was umming and ahhing over it, and I put the Farseer one on there. Turns out a great choice because the Warlock is literally just a Farseer just with less steps. Cool. All right, so grab the other pieces of what we need. We need the Storm Guardians. We need Rangers. We need Striking Scorpions. We don't need Banshees. We do need Fire Dragons. We need Warp Spiders. We need Shining Spears. We need Wind Riders. War Walkers. No, I think that's it. Okay. Crap, I didn't do the Storm Guardians weapons. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Can we restart Yellow Scribe on this? I don't know how. So actually what we can do is just go copy. Games, Force Org, go again. And just paste. And that puts all those guys down there. Let's go back to new recruit. Starglade Fusion Gun. Yeah, those are correct. Storm Guardians. How did I not do that? Wait, was it Flamer and Power Sword? Or was it just Flamers? Fusion Gun, Flamers and Power Swords. And that was everything? 2, 3, 4. No, so it was Flamers, Fusion Guns. Oh, so it's already got 2 Flamers. 2 Flamers, 2 Fusion Guns, and 2 Power Swords. That should be our 10 Storm Guardians. Yes. Or do I not want to go? What is the difference there? Is the fusion gun worse because they've taken that power sword? Or am I literally just losing out on power? So let's do this again. So if I go Flamer Power Sword, Fusion Gun Power Sword, you can only have 2 power swords. Yep, so I'm not losing anything. That makes sense. All right, Power Sword, Fusion Gun, Flamer. Cool. And then you don't have your power swords on your models, so you can kill things off as needed. Did you want some old Resin Striking Scorpions? I got some for free. And thought you could use them. I mean, I won't say no. You can't use them yourself. Are you ever going to be playing Eldari? Shuriken Cannon's good. Fire Dragons with Fire Pike. Rangers, Striking Scorpions got the Parting Blade. Oh, yeah. I don't want the Exarch. Death Spinner, I want the Power Blade Array. Shining Spears. I have done the Star Lancers for the leaders. These guys have nothing that we need to... Yeah, with Singing Spears. War Walkers with Missile Launchers, which... I mean... One-shot Strength 10, AP2, D6 damage isn't amazing for an anti-tank profile. Bright Lancers are better because they're Strength 12, AP3, D6 plus 2. But then what else is the War Walker actually equipped with? It's just the Missile Launcher. So if it were just the Bright Lancers, that's when it puts it into a part of like... You want them for the AP. They're not actually anti-tank platforms. They are AP platforms. So they're 48 inches. Bright Lancers are 36. Scatter Laser is 6 shots at 36 inches. That's fine, but the Missile Launcher at least can do some damage. The Shuriken Cannon at 24 inches probably isn't enough. And the Star Cannon... Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the Missile Launchers. I think I'm going to stick with those. I'll see what other Eldari players are running, but yeah. Okay, so now we're going to go export Yellow Scribe. Code copied. Nice. Do that. Go launch Yellow Scribe. That in there. Do the preaching and chanting. All right, let's get this list together. So, Autark. Farseer Skyrunner. Farseer Skyrunner. Alright, Storm Guardians. Now let's break these guys up into... That's you. We've got... That is a power sword. That is like a chainsword looking thing. So, power swords. That's you. Flamer. Is there somebody else who's got something that looks more like a fusion gun? Oh, no, those look like fusion guns. There's somebody who's got something which actually looks like a flamer. Like, we'll load this in and we'll have a look, but... So, not really. Not really. Not really. Where are the boys with the flamers? Oh, that's a flamer. Let's go that. And is he the same size as the other guys? Looks like he is. So fusion gun, flamer, Storm Guardians, Serpent Scale platform. Okay, cool. The Wind Riders is you. Fire Dragons, Exarch, normal, Exarch, normal, Rangers, So the Striking Scorpion Exarch is going to be you. That's going to be that. Wait, no, that's Warp Spider. That is Warp Spider, Jay. Where are our Warp Spiders? There you go. Yep. That's our boy there. That's our boy there. Oh, you want to go out, don't you, Mushu? Okay. So the Exarch for these guys is the guy with the banners. Everybody else is you. You. Warlock Skyrunners. Warlock Skyrunners. Yes, I hear you, Mushu, but growling at me doesn't mean you can just go out there. I've got to make sure you don't go and get Mally. Alright. And then let's go create army. Okay. So, I mean, this does have a fair amount of stuff. I wasn't sure looking at the list, but when you see everything laid out, it does become a bit more crystal. Alright, Mushu, I'll let you out. Everybody, I'll be back in just a second. I'm just going to take care of Mushu and make sure he doesn't go and dive on Mally while he's sleeping. Alrighty, we are back. So let's just double check all of this stuff. Believe they are 6 wounds. All right, Starshot Sunburst, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, let's save this, and then we've got our at least 2 lists. We do want to do that because I'm going to do it in Eldari. Yep, save. Double check that it has saved. Okay, so we have Avatar the Last Canebender. And we have Ride the Wind. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. So, as you can see with the aspect host list, I've just gone for, like, obviously chucking the Avatar of Cain isn't always the most optimal thing. We've gone for a 10-man Dark Reaper unit with an Autarch that has the Dark Reaper launcher. We've got Storm Guardians, we've got 2 transports. They're going to be rocking some Howling Banshees. Maybe the Storm Guardians, but they're probably going to start on the board so that they can sticky my home objective. And then have like Dark Reapers playing yo-yo in and out, have Fire Dragons, depending on what I need to like protect from indirect or whatever else. We've also got an Autarch Wayleaper to go with one of the units of the Warp Spiders, just because this guy can refund Battle Focus tokens. He also has a CP cost reduction, which is pretty good for them if they've got stuff that they want to use. But more often than not, we're probably using that ability on the Autarch with the Dark Reapers for sustained and lethal hits. But, yeah. I thought of Aspect Warriors. This isn't even the list that has the most Aspect Warriors. Let me show you my other concept for the list. Aspects. So this one I've gone for Janezar and Lycus. But I can even drop them for more Aspect Warriors. I just really like both of these characters. Autarch Wayleaper. I hate that I'm not including Fugan. Fugan. Oh, you need help? Okay, I'll be back in just a second. Sorry, my son requires me. What's up, baby? Okay, just sorting out some shots and stuff. It is going to be a madhouse in here. But sisters doing it for themselves. I mean, yeah, I do love Jane, Zara, and Lycus. And I absolutely could hit them with some sisters doing it for themselves. I think one thing that I've heard is that the Death Spinner isn't great on the Autark Wayleaper. I think I would actually prefer the Dragon Fusion gun. So that you've got like your flamers going out, but then he can also just pump it into someone. I do have 20 points left over here. What? I thought I had a thing on him. OC or range attack -1 to wound. I think I like the Shimmerstone, the -1 to wound on his unit because it makes them really obnoxious. Then I've got 10 Dark Reapers, 15 Fire Dragons, 15 Howling Banshees, a unit of Rangers, 10 Striking Scorpions, 15 Warp Spiders, 2 Wave Serpents. So, is it just me, or does this seem like about the amount of stuff that I had in the... and the Avatar: The Last Canebender. Obviously, I got rid of the other... I guess, really, all I've given up is Lycus and Jane Zar, and then given up a unit of Striking Scorpions. And actually, did I gain a unit of Warp Spiders? What? What? No, I've got 3 units of Warp Spiders. Yeah, so I gave up a unit of Striking Scorpions and 2 characters, and I was able to jam in... Sorry, yep. Mushuli! No, that is naughty. All right. Someone just got in trouble. He didn't like that Mummy was paying attention to Mally and not to him, so he got in a little bit of trouble. But yeah, which is actually something that few of the creators that I watch, they've made the point that like the characters at the moment are a little bit aggressively pointed to the point where I drop a single unit of Striking Scorpions and 2 characters and I get a full-ass Avatar of Cain. Which is, yeah. Oh, Li for Mushu Lee. Yeah. So let's actually do this one as well. Let's go export to Yellow Scribe. I did do all of this stuff correctly, didn't I? Don't need to do anything there. Starglaive Reaper, Dragon Fusion Gun. I've done all of their weapons. Dark Reapers, Tempest, Reaper Launcher, Fire Pikes. He does? Okay, chuck him in. Mushu, up on your table. Come on. Good boy. Come on, up on your table. Mushu Lee, up here. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, just close the door. Close the door. Biting Blades, Power Blade Arrays. Yeah, cool. They're good. And then I think I put missile launchers on there. I think these guys having Twin Bright Lancers is fine for the Wave Serpents. Though, I mean, having said that, those guys being able to drop things out and then sunburst out a bunch of screens does sound all right. You know, I'm just, yeah, whatever. Okay, Yellow Scribe it. Cool, done. Let's go fresh version of Force Org. Charlie's cat Carly keeps trying to go into the one room in the house she's not allowed to go, which is our other housemate's room. So she gets in trouble a lot. Yeah, that's going to happen. All right. So, let's launch Yellow Scribe. I'm really hoping, because, like, you know, obviously I have to pay attention to Mally, but I was really hoping to stream the Path of Exile League launch this Saturday, but I don't know if that's a pipe dream. Mushu, stop complaining. You're in here. Just accept where you're at, okay? You decided to fuck around. Mummy didn't do it. You did. Okay? Little boy. All right, so let's load up the Eldari. And let's do our aspect warriors. So, Wave Serpent, definitely going over there. Warthog. Ooh, no, grab it, please. Grab it. Grab it like a rabbit. I don't know why it's in black, but that's fine. Mushu, you need to stop complaining, little boy. You need to stop complaining right gosh darn now. Don't make me gosh darn again. Storm Guardian Flamer. So that'll be that. Then we've got Striking Scorpions, Warp Spiders, Fire Dragons, Banshees, and then we don't really need anything else, do we? Because we're not running the Dire Avengers. We're not running... Oh, poor Karandras. My man. My man. Has Lycus been made yet? I don't know that Lycus has been made. I could just use the Incarn, but I think it's on too big a base. I don't know that I can make and use this list yet because Lycus isn't on here. I wonder if anybody on Steam has actually made it. Let's go to Library. TTS Workshop. Let's go to Lycus? No. Warp Spider. Yeah, I think we'll have to wait until they actually implement it into the game. Swapping over to YouTube so I can listen on the drive to work. Nice. Nice. Wait, Beal banned Sweet Socks. What is a Sweet Socks? He fucked around and he's finding out? I know, right? Wait, who even put that in there, Bill? And also, I absolutely adore Twitch and YouTube for letting me know that I have like fucking less viewers than I do. Like I know that there are 2 people at least in Twitch watching me right now, and it's sitting at a big fat 0. So nice to look across, and yeah. Anyway, enough of my bitching. Yeah, but like, so essentially we're going to have like a shitload of stuff. Janes are in the list. I actually really like, even though like, you know, there's probably people that are going to, you know, not run her or whatever, which is fine. But one of the big things that I've been looking at is that like the Howling Banshees are fantastic for having fights first. And then, you know, like the Executioner and the Banshee Blades, you've got 8 attacks with the Banshees, you've got 3 with the Executioner. That is at AP 3, damage 3 with anti-infantry 3+. And then obviously you've got the 8 attacks hitting on 2s, anti-infantry 3+, at AP 2, damage 2. Aside from all of their other stuff, advance and fall back, they got fights first, and then you throw Jane Zara on there with the advance and charge, and she gives them auto 6 advance, ignore vertical distance. They can go into a transport, so they get out 3. They run 8 plus 2 with a battle focus dice, so that's 10. They've already gone 13. Then they go 6. That's 19 inches. That is as far as a Thunderwolf cavalry brick that uses 2 CP. He was trying to give a link to pay for viewers. Oh, yeah, get him out of here. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Oh, one message was deleted. I thought you banned the word sweet sucks. But yeah, no, fucking on it, man. On it. Look at Bill go. Yeah, and then she, every time she targets a character unit, rerolls the wound. That is her 6-shot gun, and that is her 8 attacks with anti-infantry 3+, AP 3, damage 2. Which is weird that she's not damage 3, because you would think she'd be rocking something like an Executioner. I could see where they didn't though, like 8 attacks at damage 3 would be obscene. I would be so there for it, but yeah. Oh, someone just gave up trying to complain. Hey, someone's learned his lesson. And aside from the fact that I love the model, like I fucking adore this model. I cannot wait to get it. Like GW needs to ship my stuff out like yesterday. But her with her two things. So it's declare a charge when it uses flicker jump. And in shooting phase, after it's shot, one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks till the end of the turn. Each Eldari unit that targets it gets unmodified crits on 5s. And, you know, she's got lethal hits, so that's really, really big on her damage 1 stuff. Actually, no, she's got lethal hits on everything. So she is capable of getting a lot of damage through as well. And her torrent weapon is twin-linked and AP2, which is pretty nice. But I just like, that's where I was trying to jam her into my Ride the Wind list. Because, and actually, I don't like being 15 points down. I've made the list and I was 15 points down. I hate being down by that much of a margin. Where would I put it back in? Actually, you know, if I dropped a squad of Wind Riders, I could put in another squad of Fire Dragons. Oh, wait, no, I couldn't. It's 80 and I'm 5 over. So many crap breakpoints. I could drop the Warp Spiders and put in another unit of Fire Dragons because, like, I've got speed. I've got a ton of, like, redeploys and all that sort of stuff. So maybe the Warp Spiders aren't actually necessary. Do I get rid of those and take a third unit of Fire Dragons? Then I've got anti-tank out the arse. They don't need anything extra. They've got 4 rerolls to hit, wound, and damage. I can give them +2 move, and they've got assault, so they can go like 9 inches plus whatever the advance is. Like, they'll get where they need to go. Is there an enhancement to take 15 points? I've got enhancements on the 2 characters that I want to take it on. This guy can't take any enhancements because it's the Wind Rider one. And I don't want to take another Farseer Skyrunner. And, you know, honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do with this Autarch now. Because he can go in, like, a bunch of different things. Striking Scorpions, he can be good there. He can go with a unit of Fire Dragons. But I don't know if I would be better off just getting a second unit of Striking Scorpions. Because then you've got plenty of advance play and just let your bikes go out and do what they need to do and get damage down or whatever. It just gives you more stuff. Because a free CP for these guys doesn't do anything. Like, there's no stratagems that benefit them. Mushu, you have to stop. That's too much crying. You need to just accept that you're in here, okay? Can you come and lie down? You know, normally you're like this whenever you're not where I am. And you're here right now because Mally's in the house. You're acting the fool. You're acting the fool. What about the Lone Op Autarch? He lost Lone Op. The Lone Op, the Autarch Wayleaper doesn't have the Lone Op keyword anymore. Fly Grenades, Infantry, Jump Pack. That's it. He must be a leader in order to not just get immediately pumped out. And all of his stuff goes with while he's leading a unit. So yeah, it doesn't work as well as I would like it to. And I don't want to put anything with the Storm Guardians. They're just there to be able to get me primary. That's all I care about. I mean, maybe the Autarch is fine. Is there anything I could put in for 85 points? Did I just open up my leg? A little bit. It's not a lot of blood. I'm fine. Yeah. I could take him out and put in another squad of Wind Riders. Having more bikes isn't necessarily a bad thing. Especially in the context of this list. So if I just doubled up you, then I'm on 1995 points. That's 21 bikes that's in the list, as well as the Shining Spears. They've got battle line. They can redeploy. The shuriken cannons aren't bad. I can use strats and stuff with them. I just don't know if I need that many of them. I think I would actually prefer the striking scorpions to go and do stuff for me. Yeah. I think I prefer this. Triple fire dragon, double striking scorpion. Because the fire dragons are great on their own. The striking scorpions great on their own. And then everything else is playing the mission that I need them to play. Probably could drop a War Walker squad to put a Warp Spider squad in. Because do I need this many War Walkers? The extra AP is quite nice, and being able to piecemeal throw them out could be good. Mushu, stop. No. Too much. Too much. Oh, hey, proper kiss. Thank you, baby. You gotta stop being so scaredy. Eh? Little Tiefs? Little Tiefs? Swooping Hawks lost Uppy Downy. They got something significantly worse. Which is why I don't think you're going to see anybody taking these guys maybe throughout the course of the Codex. Why would you get rid of Uppy Downy to then give them, where is it? Grenade Pack Flyover. Once per turn in your movement phase. When this unit is set up on the battlefield or ends a normal advance fall back move, it can use this ability. If it does, select one enemy unit within 9 of and visible to this unit. Roll 1d6 for each Swooping Hawk model. For each 4+ stat, enemy unit suffers 1 mortal wound to a maximum of 6. Each time it uses this ability, you cannot target this unit with the grenade stratagem. Now, the setup thing, you can set up closer with Baharoth. But then you've just got like a Las Blaster unit, which the Hawk's Talon is good. It's 2 shots of damage 2, strength 6, AP2, lethal hits, whatever. The Las Blasters are a lot of shootings, but it's all AP 0, so you need War Walkers to set it up. And you're paying, what is it? I guess it's 85 points, and it is a relatively quick unit, but you've got to get them within 9. And visible. So you can't do it on the other side of walls, you can't whatever. So if you can't get Viz on them, you can't use their grenade ability. And it's each 4+, so it's 3 mortal wounds for a unit that's probably just going to die in return and not get a ton of damage down. For that price, you can be taking Dark Reapers, you can be taking Scorpions, you can be taking Warp Spiders, you can be taking Howling Banshees. There's so many things that you can take. I think if this was on a 3-up, you would actually seriously consider these guys. And in the context of like, if you've got Baharoth with them, you've got, so let's look at him in full context. Fury the Tempest, his gun, 4 shots, strength 6, AP1, damage 2, assault and lethal hits. Shining Blade, 6 attacks, strength 5, AP2, damage 2, sustained hits 1. He's got a 4-up invuln. Each time this model set up on the battlefield until the end of the turn, each time this model makes a ranged attack, a successful unmodified hit scores a critical hit. Now, that means whenever he hits on 2s, it's just lethal hit straight away, so he skips the whole thing. But then once he's set up, he can't... he can. While this model's leading a unit, at the end of your opponent's turn, if that unit is not within engagement range of 1 or more enemy units, you can remove it from the battlefield, place it in strat reserves. In addition, when this model's leading a unit, when that unit is set up on the battlefield using Deep Strike, in your movement phase, it can use this ability. If it does, that unit can be set up anywhere on the battlefield, more than 6 inches away horizontally from all enemy models, but it can't declare a charge. Now, that is normally a fantastic ability, but it used to be a datasheet ability for the Swooping Hawks. Then you're paying 115 plus 85, which means you're paying 200 points for that package for 1 unit to be able to do it. And the whole point of Uppy Downy, what makes it very powerful, is usually it's on cheap units that you want to Uppy Downy and then do actions with. Or you could just go and see a council where you can create a Death Blob, Guardian, Warlock, Eldrad brick, give a +1 to wound, and blow up anything in the game. Like, that's where Uppy Downy is actually good. 200 points you can just get with the CP. It's like, it's too, and really, Eldari are going to struggle when they run out of stuff to do things. 200 points is 2 units of fire dragons. That's like, can you validate 200 points for a unit that mathematically doesn't kill a Terminator unit, like a 5-man? Barely kills a Marine unit. It like, yeah, like not having AP on the Las Blasters is what's doing it. If they had AP, maybe people would consider it, because then the mortal wounds stack up with good shooting. But if your Hawks are uppy downeying, you might not have War Walkers able to see a point. But then also you're paying a tax for the War Walkers to be there to enable this unit. So it's kind of a like, where? You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? Look at Mandrakes are the same points or less and have it already. Yeah, the kit isn't worth it. Yeah, it's not. It's not. It just, I think this is a misstep, a rare one for this book, because the Eldari book is great. Do not get it twisted. The Eldari book is fucking awesome. Actually, one thing I'm going to do is just go into my browser view so that we've got that a little bit more clean and tight and chats above my head. Like, the Eldari book is exceedingly well written. This is just a point where they obviously wanted to change the Swooping Hawks, and they gave it an ability which just doesn't hit. It doesn't hit the way it did, and they moved the uppy downy onto a character, which I think is a misstep. But yeah. So one thing I really do need to look at is where you get Ambles are a legended allied unit. I do need to start seriously looking at Ynnari, because like, actually, let's go Wahapedia. Let's go on there and let's have a look at it, because a lot of people have been talking about Ynnari, and I need to know what the hubbub is about with them and wrap my head around it, because that might be something that I look at running, because like most people are not even running the Drakari units. They're literally just running the Ynnari stuff. Wait, do they not have the stuff in for 10th yet? Really? Huh. They haven't updated for the book. Oh, I guess I'm using my phone then. New recruited. Can you see stratagems with new recruit? Let's go. Nari. Actually, no. You know what we're going to do? Going to call it You Need These. All right, config, battle size, strike force, detachment, devoted if you need these nuts. Wait, what are you complaining about? You must select your Vrain or your Incarn. Yep. I have seen that everybody's running the Incarn, so I was wrong on usability of the Incarn, which I fucking love, because I love the Incarn. I really do. I was so happy to be wrong. I was so happy. Wahapedia is normally so quick to update. Yeah, 100%. I was amazed that they didn't have it in yet. Also, Stephen, great to see you, pal. All of you joining in the stream now, when Mally was on and he was strapped to my chest, like, nobody. As soon as Mally's gone, then everybody shows up. You know, I see how it is. I see why you hate my son. Yeah, so can you see stratagems in here? List options. Wait, is it enter play mode? What? No? Leave play mode. Why is play mode... Army roster detachments... All right. Well, let's look at this first. At the end of your opponent's shooting phase, if one or more Ynnari units from your army will destroy this phase, select one Ynnari unit from your army, excluding Titanic. That unit can make a normal move. Lethal Surge. So strength from death is lethal intent.
Once per turn, when a Inari unit from your army performs the Fade Back Agile Maneuver. And this is your opponent shooting phase just after they've shot one eligible unit from your army that was hit by one or more of those attacks can make a normal move of D6 plus 1. This is the can lethal surge instead of a normal move. If it does roll a d6 and add 1 to the result, that unit can be moved a number of inches up to the total. When doing so, you can move within engagement range of the enemy unit that just trigger that agile maneuver. Now, that on Howling Banshees is fucking amazing because that is fights first. But the other thing is, because you've got the Incarn in the list, and this is what I was missing, because you've got the Incarn in the list, you lethal surge in something that you know is going to die. It dies, and then the Incarn pops up. Which is just like, yeah. The start of the fight phase, select one Inari unit from your army. It's below your starting strength until the end of the phase. That unit has fights first. So you don't even need Banshees. You could literally do it with anything. Yeah, so. Let's leave this. Mushu, you need to stop, bud. You need to stop. All right, I'm going to bring up the thing on my phone because I've got the codex there. Downloads. Eldar Codex. All right, where are these? That's right, Inari isn't in the leaked codex. Fuck. I am fucked. See your Goonhammer article on strats? All right, let me have a look. So let's open in browser. Let's grab this, open in browser. All right, so Pal of Dread used in any phase when one of your units controls an objective is destroyed. Make it sticky, your opponent controls. Fantastic ability whenever it turns up, because it makes it really hard to flip primary with shooting, and that's doubly true here because of the potential ability to use lethal intent to move something onto an objective, potentially securing 2. Against armies don't want you to close it. Macabre Resilience, -1 to wound for a phase for an infantry or mounted unit, excluding race, against shooting or fighting. Emissaries if you need. Reroll 1s to hit when an infantry unit fights, or full rerolls to hit if they're below starting strength. That'll actually be kind of nice for a few different units. Obviously, you need to be below starting strength, but it just gives you, I guess, a little bit of efficiency. Parting the Veil, 2 CP, guaranteed fight on death. That is really good. That is really, really good. Soul Sight gives a unit that's shooting both ignore cover and lethal hits. Multiple targets. This makes Dire Avengers look pretty interesting. It's detachment, even without being able to take Azaman. 10 with an all target is a fairly spectacular amount of damage, and the opponent makes a poor choice in dealing with them. They've entered the next one as well. Yep. And then we've got Death Answers Death. At the end of your opponent's shooting phase, a unit from your army that lost one or more models can shoot. The final piece of the fixed 8th Inari puzzle here, giving you an extra shooting if situation where your opponent doesn't wipe a whole unit immediately. Mushu, hey, you need to stop. You need to stop. That's too much, my little man. I know. Okay, you know what? I'm going to let him out, and I'm just going to make sure he doesn't sprint into Chelsea and Mally. So I'll be back in a second. We'll keep talking about this, but you are being a little poo bum, hey? Look at this man. Look at this man. This man is a poo bum, aren't you? Hey? Say it into the microphone. I am a poo bum. Say, I am a poo bum. All right, let's go deal with this poo bum. Little poo bum. I'm not the baby of the house anymore, so I'm going to be all upset. Okay, so we've got the lethal move. I'm just going to call it Blood Surge from now on. -1 to wound, flip objectives or sticky objectives, rerolls, guaranteed fight on death. The guaranteed fight on death is really, really good. And then you've got ignore cover and lethal hits. So The ignore cover kind of doubles up, but like Dark Reapers, I think would benefit from this one because giving them lethal hits is really, really good for damage 3 shooting. Now they're at strength 10 anyway, so it's kind of, it can be hat on a hat. But yeah. So let's have a look at these guys. We've got the Incarn. I probably do want to chuck in an Autark. Would we ever want a Farseer with Guardians? Because they did talk about like putting in like D cannons, that sort of stuff. I don't know that I'm convinced with the D cannons. Someone's leading a unit, change your hit to a 6 because you can't use it on support weapons. Any movement phase, one enemy within 18 invisible. Starting the next command phase, each time they target, add 1 to the hit roll. That's not too bad. So it has your Guardian Defenders hitting on 2s, which is a big deal. If I were to put one in, what enhancements can I take? Because that's the other thing that we need to look at is enhancements. So, gaze if you need these nuts in your mouth. The Bearer's Eldritch Storm weapon has the Devastating Wounds ability. That's not too bad. Put that on there. If we go gaze if you need. Devastating Wounds on that. Like we look at his, where's his Eldritch Storm? D6 Blast Psychic Strength 6 AP2 D3 damage. Can spike, can be underwhelming. It's, yeah. Out of War, reviewed the strats. I'll grab screenshots of those. Yeah, cool. The Autark can't take anything, which is alarming, right? So who takes the enhancements? Let's chuck in an Archon. Let's chuck in a Suck Your Bus. So this one's Borrowed Vigor. Archon model, add 2 to the attack's characteristics of the bearer's melee weapon. So if I were to go that, Splinter Pistol or Blast Pistol. Splinter is anti-infantry 3+. Blast is not a blast weapon, so it's a lie, but it's 6 inches, strength 8, AP3, D3 damage. I think that's probably the choice you'd be making. Battle line, you do get Yanari, Kabalite Warriors, or Witches. What do the Witches do? So you got pistols, then you got Hekatari Blades, 3 attack, strength 3, AP1, damage 1. Their pistols are anti-infantry 3+. No escape each time an enemy unit within engagement range 1 or more units select to fall back. All models must take a desperate escape test when doing so. If that enemy unit is battle shock, subtract 1 from those tests. They're a base 8-inch move. You can give them battle focus tokens because I believe they have battle focus. Yes, they do. Disparate paths. Must Yami Harlequins even though they don't have Suriani unless otherwise stated. Cannot select Harlequins or Yanari's your army faction. So we get around that by having that. And then there's Suck Your Bus. Morbid Might is each time a bearer makes a melee attack, re-roll the wound roll. So we're looking at anti-infantry 3+, full re-rolls to wound. It's 6 attacks on damage 1, which is like not great, right? All its models leading unit melee weapons equipped by models have sustained hits 1. Start of the fight phase. If this model's unit is below starting strength, you have fights first, which means you don't have to select them for the Yanari detachment. I can see why people really aren't taking these. The Archon is interesting for his. Then what is the other one that can be taken? If I've got a Farseer Skyrunner, is that it? Is it a mounted dude? Gaze if you need. No. I have been seeing people taking bike squads in Yanari because then they can get, without having to take the Warlocks, they can get the ignore cover and lethals on the twin shuriken catapults, which I don't know if you worry about. Like, honestly, I think the shuriken cannons are just strictly better. But yeah. Detecting markers, yeah. Need, yeah, let's not strength, hit roll, yep, okay. So a lot of the same stuff that they were looking at. So that's our battle line. Infantry, let's look at, we're 100% putting in a Dark Reaper squad, we're 100% putting in Fire Dragons, we're 100% putting in Howling Banshees. Ranger squad is almost a guaranteed take, Striking Scorpions, Yanari Incubi, let's have a look at them. So this is 5 of these, so it's 15 attacks, strength 4, AP 2, damage 2. Tormentors, start of the fights phase. Each enemy unit within engagement range of one or more units with this ability must take a battle shock test. That is a big thing for like, you don't get to pay for fight on death or rerolls or like any of the other stuff that people have that's good. Oh, Jay, when are you free to chat teams? Now that we're home, I should be able to do that in the next couple of days because I think we will need to get everybody together, have a chat. I need to check the document. I also need to follow up on our team at cost order because that document should have been filled out. Though luckily because of the, well, not luckily, but GW's been kind of fucked with their supply. So we wouldn't have gotten an order through anyway. But yeah. Just be mindful, I'd stay away from Yunari till they patch it. If you want to take transports, because apparently only Yvrain and the Vizark can be transported. Yeah, I saw that. It's so dumb. They'll do a day one. Actually, no, it's already out. So they should have done a day one fix, right? Warhammer Community. So let's reject. Pre-order, High Elf Realms. Oh, the pre-orders for High Elves are out. Ooh. Can I click that? Is that not something I can do? No? Alright, well, fuck me then. I'm just going to get side distracted real quick, and I'll go back to the Eldari, but my original love, the High Elves, unfortunately, I don't think I'll be in a position to pre-order any of this stuff. Yeah, so High Elves Battalion, a reference card pack, dice set. Ooh, those look nice, and they've got the like the movement dices and some other stuff. Oh, pretty good. Transfer sheets, the Lord of Trace, Shia Vess, High Elf Lord on Dragon. That's my shit right there. That's my shit right there. Get an Archmage and a High Elf Lord on Dragon. Oh. Illyrian Reavers, Swordmasters of Hoeth, White Lions of Trace, Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers, returning metal minis. We've got Core Hill Lion Mane, my boy. Handmaiden of the Everqueen, which was a class that we got in Vermintide. You actually got to be her, but with the other bird. Great Eagle, speaking of birds. And this guy is such an interesting thing for, like, we're going to give this to the High Elves. This is not anything that my childhood brain associates with High Elves. This is, like, I would expect this in, like, an Army of Chaos or something. Like, so apparently you have to take, a unit of the Sea Boys, the, fuck, why is my brain betraying me? Lothan Sea Guard. But yeah. So, all of this looks really cool. This is just my childhood in photos. But yeah. We've got the Arcane Journal High Elf Realms. Cool. So let's go downloads. Let's go 40k. Excuse me. Am I allowed to click something? Thank you. That'd be wonderful, douche. So core rules, key downloads. That was 5th of the 2nd, which is a while ago now. Grotmus, no other rules. There wasn't indexes. Rattlings, Titus, Nemesis. Have they not released a day one codex for Codex FAQ and Errata? Eldari, that was 5th of the 2nd. Yeah, I thought they did. What did they actually change? So they got Aspect Host, Skyborn Sanctuary, not within engagement range. You can transport. That was dumb that they were able to do that. Farseer, attach to Warlock Conclave because they should be able to. Baharoth in your movement phase, 6 inches. Yep, that's just keeping it in line with everything else that's been happening. Warlock Conclave, delete character. Warlock Skyrunners, delete character. I'm a little bit sad about that. I would have loved to have been able to stack some enhancements, but I get why they're not doing it. Unfortunately, can only get 5 of the 6 strats for you because they made a mistake, doubled up on the showcase. That's fine. Controversial, apparently, that High Elves get those. I don't agree with any of the shit that Warhammer fans do, where they just get up in arms about fucking everything that happens ever. But I do kind of get that, it feels out of place. There's so many iconic units that you could have done. But, you know, maybe it's something they'll like, we'll do this because it's easy enough to get out there, and they're still developing some of the other stuff that they want to release, but, you know, whatever. So there used to be a Forge World neutral thing that anyone could take. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Well, now they're high elves and fuck everybody else. Yunari Venoms can still split. That's handy. Yeah, that's great. That's great. So Yunari Venom, before the battle, at the start of your declare battle formation step, you can select one Yunari Kabalite Warrior or Yunari Witches unit from your army that has not already been split. If you do, that unit is split into 2 units. So that was just to stop double splitting in a single transport. But then, like, we look at vehicles. If we look at dedicated transports. So let's look at the Venoms. Light embarkation. At the end of the fight phase, no models currently embarked within it from the Yunari infantry unit. It only includes models from the units listed in this unit's transport section. So transport, capacity of 6 models: Vizark, Yunari Archon, Yunari Incubi, Yunari Kabalite Warriors, Yunari Succubus, Yunari Witches, and Yvrain. So wait, I mean, they can transport stuff that's in their transport rules. So how is it that they're only able to transport characters? Like Yvrain and whatever? Because if, well, actually, if Yvrain and the Vizark, they can lead more than just the other things, right? Leader, no, it's in this section. Yeah, you got Corsairs, Guardian Defenders, Storm Guardians. Yeah, so they get left out in the cold. Yep, I see it. What the hell was Liam complaining about then? Why was they can't transport stuff? That's weird. They can't transport anything that's not the Drakari stuff. That's what I'm saying. They can't transport Corsairs, Guardian Defenders, or Storm Guardians, which is probably what you'd want to attach your brain to. But yeah. Because what do the Kabalite Warriors even do? Let's have a look at them. Kabalite Warriors, they are kind of shit shooting, shit close combat weapon. At the end of your command phase, you control an objective marker or a transport is embarked within is in range of. It remains under your control. So they do what Storm Guardians do, but Storm Guardians are just strictly better. They're cheaper, and you can take 2 fusion guns, 2 flamers, and 2 power weapons. Yeah. What about the Raiders? What do? Ether sails. Each time this model advances, do not make it auto 6. They got firing deck 11, and they can transport Vizark, Archon, Incubi, Warriors, Succubus, Witches, and Yvrain. You've got firing deck 11. You've got no units that shoot well to go in there. So, yeah. Yvrain is a gross combo with Storm Guardians. Yeah, I could probably see that. Venoms are a huge tech piece for Drakari. Yeah, they would be. Being able to split up your units because the compulsory 10-mans. Splitting up into 2 5s just gives you more stuff to be able to do things with. But yeah, Kabalites have like 4 different weapons: Darkland, Shredder, Blaster, and Splinter Cannon. Oh, I mustn't have gone into it. So let's go Kabalites. This will probably make a bit more sense. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we go a Blaster, Darklands, Shredder, Splinter Cannon, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So you got a bunch of those. The Sybarite takes a Phantasm Grenade Launcher, a Sybarite weapon. Ranged weapon is we'll go a Blast Pistol. Then let's have a look at the unit. Okay, so we've got the Blaster, which is, yeah, it's pretty good at 18 inches. Darklands obviously doesn't need an introduction. Shredder is a D6, doesn't ignore cover flamer at AP 0. Splinter Cannon is a anti-infantry 3+, heavy sustained, hits 1. It's basically a heavy bolter, just without the same strength, and then you got the Blast Pistol. So, alright, so I can see chucking them into Raiders and having firing decks with that. That's not El Tarib. And if you've got Venoms, then you just split up the good shooting in one unit, or like put the Flamer in a unit that you're planning on like jamming up the board, and then have your other good shooting in the other unit. It's a similar thing that you do to Votan. You have a basic bitch unit, you have a really good unit. An 8 keyword, all the torrent weapons Drakari don't ignore cover. Interesting. They don't have access to removing cover. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Drakari is something where you're doing more fighting than you're doing shooting. So they probably wouldn't, invest into stuff that would ignore cover anyway. But, yeah. Okay. So I think a Yanari list, I'd probably just go down the route of what Jack Harpster or Quinton have been running, which is like, I love the idea of the Archon and where are they? Incubi combination. Could definitely go a 10-man. Demiclades, so dual blades is 6 attacks. Single blade, 3 attacks, strength 4, AP 2, damage 2. The sweep profile is twin linked, or you've got the clave, which is just 3 attacks, strength 4, AP 2, damage 2. So I guess the Demiclaves is something that you would just auto take because it's basically just a better clave. So it's 150 points and 85 points for that combo, which is like not bad. Then you got Borrowed Vigor, where he's got 2 extra attacks on his Husk Blade. So you're 7 attacks at AP2 damage to anti-infantry 3+. And then what does he give you while he's leading a unit? Reroll wound rolls of 1 while it's below starting strength. Full rerolls to wound. Target him with a stratagem for, -1 CP. Shadow Field, invulnerable save of 2+. You cannot reroll invulnerable saving throws made for the bearer. First time an invuln save throw is made for the bearer is failed until the end of the battle. The bearer has no invulnerable saving throw. Archon model only. Add 2 to the attacks characteristic of the bearer's melee weapons. Yeah, so this is... That's so obnoxious. That is so obnoxious. Yeah. And then you go a tenor of Dark Reapers. You got 2 Aspect Shrine tokens. You got Reaper Launcher, Tempest Launcher on the leader. You've got an Autarch to go with him. The Farseer with the... I don't know if you go that, but maybe the Farseer Skyrunner and jamming in a max unit of Wind Riders. Because I saw Quinton running that, and I didn't hate it. Didn't hate it at all. And it does give you some stuff to shoot back and whatever. But, yeah. Leading Incubi is really good. Can you take Court of the Archon? I don't believe so. I think that's Drakari only. Yeah, no, you can't. Just got the Archon and the Suck Your Bus. Okay, so Dark Reapers, Fire Dragon, Fire Pike. Got 3 units of them. Howling Banshee, Executioner, and Shuriken Pistol. Oh, wait, hang on. Shrine tokens for the Fire Dragons. Rather than clicking all of them, just go bang, bang. Howling Banshees, 1, and bang, bang. Unit of Rangers, Striking Scorpions have Biting Blade, which I quite like. The Incubi mounted. Then for vehicles, we definitely want to have a Wave Serpent to stage the some of the fighting units, the non-Drakari fighting units out of. We're going to go twin... We'll go twin missile launcher and a shuriken cannon. Then, do you go Venoms to split up your units? I don't really want to... I don't really have anything that I want to split. And is a Raider too much? Like, it's 80 points to have the Incubi sitting in. I think you could probably just, like, start them on the board. Could straight reserve them if you're worried about indirect, but... Yeah, I don't know. Then, so we've got plenty of fighting. We've got anti-tank. We've got a consistent shooting threat. In a perfect world, I probably would want 2 units of Dark Reapers. Probably would. Because then that's just a lot of very effective shooting. Very, very effective shooting. We got units to do stuff. We've got the Banshees. We got the Fire Dragons. I think the Wind Riders with the Farsi are taking the place of something like Warp Spiders. I don't know if that's the play. I don't know. I'll leave it at this for now. But yeah, that's kind of my thought on a you need list. See you, Stephen. Have a go on, buddy. Do we well in Goodbye unit? Seems solid. Honestly, Raiders aren't terrible. I guess it'd depend on the terrain that you're operating in and out of. Yeah. I think after a little bit of that, I'm just gonna take a quick break and I'm gonna check on Chelly. And then afterwards, I don't know, I might just like fuck around on Hearthstone or play some more Dawn of War and continue our Eldari playthrough, because that's been quite fun delving into this. Or see where we go. But I'm just gonna take a quick break. Jada's firing deck 11. No, I know. Like Raiders are quite good. You can shoot Dark Reapers at it. Can Dark Reapers go in it? Surely it wouldn't let them go in, right? Raider, Transport, Vizark, Archon. No, they can't go in it. They should be able to. Well, I can kind of get them not going in Drakari Transports. Because, like, you know, they're an Asuryani unit. And they've done a very, very strict job of keeping anything which is Asuryani in Asuryani transports, anything Harlequins and Harlequin transports, and anything Drakari in Drakari transports. So, yeah. Though, I think Yvrain is able to go with Guardians into a Wave Serpent or a Falcon, right? Transport. No, excluding Yvrain and the Vizark. Yeah. So it just means that you're not able to take her with the Storm Guardian unit or a Guardian Defender unit and put her in a transport. Which is it's a trade-off, I guess. But yeah. Because there's a lot of people complaining about it, but it might be a very, very intentional thing. Returning destroyed bodyguard models, if you leave them out on the table, you get hit with indirect, you just get to resurrect them. Full rerolls to wound for those power weapons could be really, really good. Start a fight phase. Yeah. Anti-infantry 2+, devastating wound, psychic, storm of whispers. That's pretty amazing, I'll be honest. You're quick enough for it to not matter? Yeah, that's my thought. They shoot at you and your entire army moves from lethal intent or whatever? Yeah. Oh, well, wait, is it your entire army? I thought you had to select them. Any your opponent's shooting phase, if one or more, destroy this phase, select one Yunari unit from your army. Unit makes a normal move. When you fade back, which fade back, I believe, is one of the ones where only one unit can do it. It's Swift as the Wind, where you can do it with multiple units. But yeah, just going to take a quick break, go and check on Chelly and my little man, my little Mally Moo. I'll be back in just a moment and we'll continue on doing some stuff. most adorable thing ever. There was Chelsea lying on her side, sleeping. Mushu at her feet, and Mally just like right next to her in the bassinet, not on the bed with her. And they're all just like having a little sleep. As I walk in, Mushu's head pops up, and it just gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. You know what? I am going to play some Hearthstone because I have been very much enjoying it. Let's change the topic because there are some people that care about that. Cool. And let's go in there. I've been playing with a Protoss Priest deck, which has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Let's actually music there.
Come, sit
Oh no, my entire thing's gonna get fucking demonetized. I forgot to check up on my my music, and I went from stream beats to the stupid shit that claims copyright on your stuff. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna have to check it after this. Luckily, YouTube's got a thing where they can automatically delete music from your stuff, but it takes so long to process. Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, streams like this, I don't really make anything off anyway, because it just doesn't have the same viewership, so maybe I'll just fucking with it. Ugh, that's really annoying.
Give me strength.
So I can hear it? Yeah, my God. Alright, so probably not going to play anything on 2 because I want to hallucinate that sentry. Basically, for anybody who hasn't seen this type of a deck before, it's you basically want to get as many of these little fuckers out as you can because they have the effect, like we're taking a bunch of very expensive stuff and we want to reduce the cost of all of our Protoss stuff. So Sentry, Death Rattle, your Protoss minions cost 1 less, and we've got big shit like motherships that we want to be throwing down and using. So yeah, he's basically got a jump on me of a bunch of stuff that I want to be doing, but he's doing it first. Let's go this, let's go this. And yeah, and we've got a bunch of tools to be able to discover stuff from our deck, and there's one card in particular that's really good that allows us to discover copies, so you can actually get more of these sentries than you would otherwise have. Yeah, photon cannon. Okay. Then I'm getting Chrono Boost, so it's hallucinated again. God, he's just got a perfect draw. He has gotten a perfect draw this game. Go this. Let's go Void Ray, Void Ray. Alright, cool. So that is all of his sentries done. So now that is his only cost reduction outside of photon cannons, and what else will he get when he summons Artanis? And he has 1 card draw with the Panna, which is fine. Let's just go discover a thing. We're going to get Ziliax. And we're going to Panna ourselves. And you, and he's going to take 10 damage. So he's got good cost reduction. He may actually, if he doesn't draw well, I might be able to kill him before he does anything with it. Let's see what he's got.
Let's set the mood.
Plus the top card in your deck to 1. Oh, that's a nice card. Let's go this. Let's go Ziliax. And then let's go Synchronize. Sack you. Hit you in the face, hit you in the face, hit you in the face. I'm not going to play this so I can hallucinate it next turn.
Keep on panning.
Just in case he kills it. You want to have one that you can play and then set up extras. And if he doesn't kill my Ziliax, this doubles his attack, and then I just kill him. Okay, you got a 1-cost double draw. Another Chrono Boost. Still won't be able to kill my Ziliax.
Annihilation commencing.
Now he can kill it. You didn't.
Annihilation.
Okay, alright. Okay. Oh, he's just gonna deafen it. Okay. That's fine. And my sentry is still alive. So, I'm going to smack that. Smack that, give me some more. I'm tempted to Sasquatch and play all the cards that I played last turn. I think that was both of my Void Raids. What did I play last turn? Did I have a weak turn last turn? I didn't think I did. You know what? I'm just going to go Hallucinate. I'm just going to go Power Chord Synchronize, and I'm just going to get a bunch of Life Steal and cost reduction on the field, and then heal that. And then we're going to set up for a Mothership Sasquatch set of turns. Oh! Okay, so he just gave me all of his stuff. That's fine. Alright. Yeah. Cool. So that card's sitting in my deck. That's a ton of value for me to draw because I can use all of that stuff with cost reduction. Like, all of it.
Problem.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna do that. Right? Gonna play the Sentry. And then I'm gonna Halo you for Divine Shield. And, I mean, if he's got a Deafen or whatever, he can just get rid of it, but then I'm gonna Sasquatch next turn. Yeah. Okay. Haven't seen Hearthstone since it was released. Goddamn. Yeah, this is a mini set that we've got. Oh, I can get an Archon. So, we're gonna go. Yo. We're gonna go. Yo. Yo. And I'm gonna hold these two to potentially get a free one, and then we've also got a Colossus sitting in our hand, which is a lot of damage and actually kills him outright. So if he doesn't heal this turn, then he's dead, and we've got lethal. So even though he jumped out ahead in cost reduction, oh, he healed his boy. Oh no. Oh no.
We are the voice.
Alright, got another mothership. Sounds good. Yep. Yep, 100%. Yep. Oh, so close. This is so close. Alright, Colossus takes the win. That's rough, buddy. That is rough, buddy. Because Colossus does damage based on the number of Protoss spells you cast during the game twice. So I had used 5 or 6 or whatever it is. And yeah, so we are Diamond 5 at the moment. This might actually be because, like, I haven't played Hearthstone enough to get to Legend. But I might actually get Legend this set. So that'd be cool. Like, I've always been good enough at it, but I just never put in the number of games that you needed. And now, because I haven't been able to commit to any of the other games that I normally play, because I tend to play stuff that you can't just easily walk away from, yeah, I've just been spamming Hearthstone on my phone or whatever, and just naturally climbing. All right, let's Mulligan Amanthul. A Defen is really good into Death Knights. Death Knight Zerg is the most obnoxious shit on the planet. As nice you need, am I right? You need. Nice unintentional pun. I mean, yeah, I am great. You're right. You're right. You're all very welcome. Oh, okay, Zerglings are out. I think getting a Ziliax playing nice and early is pretty good. I think I'm just going to bird watching. We're going to get Sentry. Cool. And then next turn I'm going to coin Ziliax, because this one does 3 damage to me at the end of my turn, but at the start of my turn, if he can't kill it, doubles his attack, which a 10 attack minion is insane. Now, he hasn't used his spawning pool because he wants rush, which means that he would actually be able to get... So, do I just want to deafen him to stop getting value? I don't like him being able to generate extra Zerg minions. It means that whatever he's got, he can play a 4 cost and potentially just kill Ziliax. So I think that changes the track of what we're going to do. We're going to go this, and I'm going to coin get another one, and he's going to be a 5/5. And now I can go into a turn with either this being able to just pop this straight up, or have something on the board for like Photon Cannon, or if they kill it, this is a 2 cost, and then I can use that in conjunction with Photon Cannon. So, yeah. Will gross come out of an egg next time? You do you, boo. Okay, so you have to commit 3 of your monsters to kill me. Spawning pool. You're gonna play your Zergling. He's reborn. You can't play the Zerglings anymore. Okay, he's gone. You commit a Zergling. Cool. I've got cost reduction. Alright, I go Void Ray. Boom. Photon Cannon. Boom. I go a 0 cost Sentry. And we'll see what he does. This shit is why I hate this fucking deck. This Infestor, now, he doesn't have anything that can make it rush. Zerg minions have +1/+1 for the rest of the game. No matter where they are, he just gets to fuck me. And he triggers it twice, so then look at this shit. Just... I hate Death Knight! Okay, cost reduction. At least I'm on full health. Well, I was, but now I've taken 2. Now, I am going to go for... You will have to commit onto this. Him. And then I'm going to deafen you. Then I am going to... who do I smack? You know what? He's a lot of your attack. You will need to get something else on here in order to kill my Ziliax. Because it's 5, 6, you're 1 short. You'll either have to spend 2 mana to get your Ghoul Charge out, and in which case you're trading everything to be able to deal with Ziliax. So, yeah. Believe in the heart of the cards. Yes. So, wait, he's not killing Ziliax? I'm Ron Burgundy? Summon a copy. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Did he do a whoopsie? I think someone did a whoopsie. Yeah. Yeah, I think someone did a little whoopsie. Alright, then what do I do with this?
I have but little time.
Okay, he's doing a bit of my work for me, but that's okay. He doesn't have rush. You don't want to attack me with that guy because you want the reball. Yep, so you just did a bunch of trading for me. He doubles his attack, we chrono boost. I then go the Void Ray.
Annihilation commencing.
I then think it's important for me to silence his Baneling. Get rid of you. Boom. Go in there. Then go face. And start pressuring him that way. Because then I can also Sasquatch that exact turn again. And if he doesn't kill Ziliax this turn, I just win. Which would be funny as fuck, but, I mean, I don't think he's going to be that dumb. Not at this ranking. There's no shot. That's another Infestor. Let me guess, you've got a Yelling Yodeler. Of course you do. Fucking course you do. Is that lethal? No, it's 16. And he can't summon him. Oh, please go face. Please be dumb enough to go face. Please be dumb enough to go face. No! Ah. Okay, so he's just doing a bunch of trading. That's fine. Yep. Yep. Alright, yeah, Sasquatch's on the play. Please hit him with the silence. Please.
Annihilation commencing.
Ah, boo! Boo. Let's just go...
Synchronizing.
I don't like having you on the field. I just need to get rid of him. Because both his infestors gone. Not a strong start. And this is what always happens to me when I'm playing against Death Knights. Fucking Death Knights. My draws get fucked. I go into easy matchups and I draw every card I could ever possibly need. And then I go into like the hardest matchup in the fucking game. And of course my deck's like, no, I don't want to. I don't think that's, yeah, no, we're not going to do that. This is trading and he's not going face. I'm so confused. So confused about what? Like what's happening on screen or me? TCGs, am I right? When I was driving to work, you were talking Eldar? Yeah. No, we moved on. We moved up in the world. We do stuff. We do things. Confirmed. Oh, I was so hoping he'd hit my my mothership. Oh, I'm so sad. I wanted a free mothership. If I don't draw anything, we're fucked. Yeah, we're fucked.
Well played.
God fucking damn it, Death Knights.
You win.
God fucking damn it.
To come.
I really should just join them, but there's also a really interesting deck where you can play, it's Protoss as well, but you play Druid, and all you do is just like bump up your hero power so you keep getting a bunch of attack. Then you play Artanis where you get attack yourself and you give it to a minion, and you can have like yourself with like 12 attack, your minion with 18 and just 30 someone in a single turn. It's, yeah. Can I request MTG Arena instead? At least would have a clue what's happening then. I haven't played MTG Arena in a long while. I don't even know if I'd have like a usable dick. Like that's I mean, I can have a look at it. I wouldn't mind re-downloading it. Like, I played it back when my ninja deck was legal, and that one was really fun. I loved ninjutsu. But I guess I could look at, like, what's happened there, but yeah, we'll see. We'll do it for another stream. Don't know if you'd have an evenly stained deck. I don't think I've ever had an evenly stained deck. It's not something that I tend to participate in. Alright, he's just hitting me there. That's Fien. That's Fien. Let's do some Creation Protocol. This is the one that makes copies of something from my deck. I didn't hit... I didn't hit the fucking Sentry. You want to hit these guys, because then you get, like, massive cost reduction. And that card doesn't actually... Like, this one pulls a minion from your deck. That card that I just played makes a copy of a card in your deck and then makes another copy. And, of course, this motherfucker hit an Infestor. Of course he did. I think I have to Void Ray here, just to get rid of it so he doesn't get to play any of his other bullshit. I would have preferred to silence it, but we don't have the silence cards in my hand, unfortunately. Of course you've got a Brood Queen. Okay, I am going to hit this, hit you, hit you. I would have loved to have Ziliax there, but he just gets so much value out of those cards. Like, they just keep giving him Zerg cards over and over again. I just can't do it. The Photon Cannon Phoenix, for your benefit, whenever it kills something, it deals 3 damage to anything. If it kills a card, all of my Protoss cards cost 1 less. Or Protoss minions cost 1 less for the rest of the game. Oh no. Oh, you don't like that? I'm about to double my attack. Oh, you're fucked. Oh, you're actually fucked. Oh, wait, no, you're not. You've got Rush. You got Rush. You're fine. 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 What's not fine for you is that I'm going to do this. And if you don't have anything, I'm just going to have a 10 attack minion. So, yeah. I bet it's the same guy. It probably is. Negative fuck values. I love negative fuck values. Fuck everything. You know? Just get it. Just get in it. Just get inside it. Just enjoy it. You know? Turn it up. Alright. Cool. So we are going to start with the Birdwatch. Do we Void Ray or Sentry? I think I run my Void Ray. Because then that creates a problem for him. Because he's 0 cost, I get extra stats. He's now a 7-5. I'm then going to Chrono Boost. I get a free summon and 2 draws. You now don't have enough on board to kill my Zilliax. And if you don't kill these 2, they're going to do some significant damage to your face next turn, as well as an Artanis, which this replaces my hero and my hero power. Summon 2, 3, 4 Zealots with charge. Protoss minions cost 2 less for the rest of the game. And I get a hero power where I give a friendly minion and my hero +1 attack and Divine Shield, which is just nutty. It's such a good card. Okay, yep. So, I win. Oh! We just won! Fuck that guy. He's an Artanis StarCraft character. Yes, he is. This is a StarCraft X Hearthstone crossover event. He was wrecked. He couldn't kill the Zilliax, which meant that, 20 attack. I wasn't running this version of Zilliax because you craft your own one when you build your deck. But yeah, this one, it's a 5/7 minion at 4 cost. 3 damage to you is nothing. And it doubles its attack every turn. So it means you can have some ridiculous shit, especially with cards like this, Orbital Halo, where give a minion +2/+1 and Divine Shield, and it costs 0 if you played an adjacent card this turn. So you can get some ridiculous shit out of this deck. Get good, nerd. Oh,
In the rear with the
I've really been enjoying Hearthstone recently. Not just because, like, you know, I had a kid, whatever. But like, it's nice just to kind of like, I'm still kind of engaging my brain, but I'm not locked into something. And if I lose, it's not like TFT where I've been locked in for like 30, 40 minutes. And then, you know, like you come away with just nothing and, you know, nothing matters and fuck you. So, yeah. Quite good. I can do banter because I'm safe from repercussions.
Liberation is at hand.
Fuck my knee, apparently. Damn. We missed the sentry. I'm going to take 2 Armenthals, because once we get up to 7 Menage, he is extremely powerful. He's a Titan, and when you put him down, you can use one of 3 abilities, and if he's alive on the next turn, you get to use that ability, or you get to use one of his other 3, and so on and so forth till he runs out of them. Having 2 of them is, like, you'll see, it's obscenely powerful. Now, I'm worried I'm not even going to get there. Let's Chrono Boost. Let's... I want to get some of this damage off. I think I'll be okay. Just going to get rid of you so the 3 attack is gone. I'm going to greed for the sentries. This might be like really fucking dumb, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So you have 1 turn left, as is? Yeah. So he's got 10 now. Takes me to 12. Assuming that he wants to leave my big boy on the board. The other thing is, like, players make stupid choices because these guys are starship pieces. Starship pieces you need to die, and then you form another starship from it, which has all of its abilities. So I've actually had, like, Terran players that have done some real dumb shit to try and get a starship that they didn't. Nope. He's just going to smack me in the face for 10. And now, I think I'm dead and I just burned a card. Fuck. So...
annihilation commencing.
I think now I have to do... this to stop myself from dying.
Annihilation commencing.
Fuck. So let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. And then he's only got 8. And then I am going to go... oh, shit. I think I'm just going to heal my face. This is a bad start. This is a very bad start. The deck doesn't feel very shaman-like. It's not. It's not. There are some decks that are very fucking thematic to what they've got. That's my hallucination gone. There are some decks that are very thematic. There are others that you're like, yeah. That 7-3 is a problem. Though I do have Armenthal this turn. So what I'm going to do is use one of his abilities. So use you and go summon a random 6 cost with Taunt and Lifesteal. Please don't fuck me. Please don't fuck me. Yep, go that. That's not too bad. The Ghost can kill it straight up, or he's going to make me heal. He's threatened me, which either means he's got an answer for me, or he doesn't. Lock on, set is to 1. So I'm going to get healing. He needs 2 damage from somewhere, which he's probably got. Yeah, pop up. Of course. Feels like a burn deck though, so I guess it kind of makes sense, like a Magma Shaman or something, Elemental or something. Nah, it's in this mini set, you've really got to lean away from some of the classic archetypes, and you lean more into the StarCraft stuff. But yeah, I shouldn't have greeded there. That's my greed brain taking over and fucking with me. But yeah, you know. Sounds lame. It's actually pretty cool. It's pretty cool, especially when you think about it in the context of Hearthstone. Like, people have been playing with the classic shaman, the classic hunter, all that sort of stuff, and there have been different cards, but this is the first sort of thing that I have played which has really broken the mold and opened up a number of different ways to look at the at the classes and their archetypes and whatever. So I'm actually all for it. I've been thoroughly enjoying this experience. Thoroughly. Void Rays, no. Synchronized, no. Let's just mulligan all of this. Okay. Well, I'm not getting anything below 3 costs. That's fine. That's fine. I think I'm going to hang on to my coin. What do I know? Well, I mean, it's the thing that, like, you know, sometimes looking from the outside in, like, if you haven't been a really big Hearthstone enjoyer, you might actually be like, you know, I want to have those classic, you know, shaman, elemental shit, whatever. It's, yeah. Thanks all sorts. Thanks all sorts. It just depends where everybody's at. Okay, so you're drawing a card. Preparation. What are you hitting me with? Manager, okay. Come and get a coin. Cool. Quick pick. Cool. Let's coin out Ziliax. Let's see what he does with this, because he's got 2 damage on board at the moment, which is not nearly enough. I had fun at South Coast Siege, but, like, I didn't do well at all. Oh, that's okay. Were your games, like, unenjoyable, or just didn't perform as well as you would have liked? Okay, cool. Let's go. Yep, and now they have to deal with Ziliax, or they're fucking dead. I think I'm going to relax on comp games and tournaments for a while. Absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. Okay, so take double damage. Quick draw from another class. So Eudora, he's probably going to complete this side quest pretty quickly. He's probably going to complete this pretty quickly. Restore 7 health. Refresh 2 mana crystals. That's a good card. That's a really good card. 1 fatigue damage to get that much attack and health. Okay. That one is going to kill the card. That's fine. Yep. Take double damage. All right. So we can then go Photon Cannon, reduce the cost of this, drop you down, hallucinate you, and then we got nothing else to use, so whatever. Did fine, and stuff. Just last game I did shit stuff because Hamish always makes me just throw units off the board. Have a quick game, but obviously when I just got wrecked after that, it wasn't fun for me anymore. Yeah, that's fair. I've never really found that getting Shrek'd is particularly fun. So I don't think anybody's going to begrudge you not enjoying having that be the course of your game. As much as, you know, like, everybody loves to be a good opponent and whatever, it's normal for people to want to win. I don't think anybody can begrudge somebody for playing a competitive game and wanting to win. All right, let's Artanis. Fucking love my boy Artanis. Little blue and green blade gauntlets and shit. It speaks to me. It fucking speaks to me. Poor Artanis. Poor Artanis. I'm also going to threaten his base with this, and I should have done this beforehand, but all right, we're just going to go that. And that, he will need to come up with some shit to stop lethal. Game was like 65 years away, and I just noticed some of his Star Weavers didn't look painted to me. Took issue with that, but nobody else did. Yeah, that's the hard thing about certain certain events, like some will take it more competitively than others, and what you're at was essentially an RTT. I mean, like it should still be painted, but TOs of RTTs can be a little bit lackluster in their response to it. But that's why, if you can, always go to your friendly local Pantheon event. It just like it just guarantees quality. Well, Windblade, after this attack, discover a card from another class. It costs 3 less. Okay. Maybe should have comment like, oh, if this was factoring in painted, I would have won. And then apparently I was the only one who had issues, so I felt like absolute shit about myself. Felt just derailed, and I haven't felt good since. Oh well, I don't think there's anything wrong with you saying that, like, hey, you're not painted, dude. You shouldn't be putting down paint score, and that should be something that the TO's on top of. It might even be something which is worthwhile bringing up to the event organizers, but yeah. Okay, so if I go this, and photon cannon, and you're dead. And you're dead. Yeah, but I hope that it doesn't keep impacting your mental health, because that's really shitty. There's nothing wrong with you being like, hey, I'm going to a competitive event. Your model should be fucking painted. But yeah. Like, I took one look at it, and the cockpit and stuff still had white primer in it. Just felt awful about it. White primer's a hard one because it is still technically a color, and if the rest of the model had paint on it, then it's... I don't know, it's hard. I can't really comment because I wasn't there. That's the hardest part about it. I have, like, no idea what the actual context of it was. But just, you know, give yourself a break. It's fine. Sometimes things go your way. Sometimes they don't. Best we can do is just call out the stuff that we think is fair, and whatever happens, happens. And if the TO does the right thing, wrong thing, whatever, that's, you know, they're human. It's as long as they're not continually doing the same thing and never learning from something that might be a mistake. That's when I start to draw the line pretty heavily. Alright, cool. This is the deck that I was talking about. This fucking druid deck is like wrecking me every single time I fucking play it. I can't keep doing this where you're doing a tournament, keep coming back from hating myself, feeling like everybody hates me. I've never gotten feedback that anybody dislikes you at all. So yeah, if that's, yeah, I wouldn't get in your own head too much about that. I know that it's hard to actually do that, but yeah, I have not gotten feedback from anyone that's like, you know, fuck this person, they shouldn't be showing up. Not once. And it's always harder when we're in the middle of something. It can be harder to see things from the outside and, you know, have that perspective. And that's coming from someone who, like, seems to bring out the worst in people when I play them and get, like, abusive fuckheads and shit. So, yeah. What's this guy doing? He's spending a lot of resources. He's spending a lot of resources. Another groovy cat. I hate that. He's got so many of them. He's going face. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. And I don't have anything that I can play that deafens and kills. Oh! I think I'm gonna go the Ziliax. I think I'm gonna kill you. And then I think you have got a problem. You can get up to 6. You'll have to spend basically all of your dudes, which looks like you will do. And then you take 5 to the face. He's able to get 6 attack this turn. God. Ooh, okay. And you're going in there. And then not doing anything else. Okay. Well, that traded out a lot of your stuff. So that's fine. I think I'm just going to go a warp gate. Hit that. Sentry. Deafen. And then go there. So no more for you, but that's still +5 attack on your hero power, which is just so powerful. I know as I'm dropping World Eaters, they're so hard to pilot and are leaving a foul taste in my mouth. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. because you were so passionate about them before. I think a good thing to do before you make any sort of hard determination is just take some time, decompress. When you're feeling at your worst, you will invariably make decisions that you regret later. And if you come away from it after a couple of weeks still feeling the exact same, then fair enough. But make sure that you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Because like I made one mistake and threw Angron into a Dread Knight game 1. I did nothing and I lost because of it. Yeah, but you can't count on that every single time. Like, you know, Angron isn't someone who is going to flub every single time. And that's the nature of a dice game. What's up, baby? Okay, do you need me for anything? I mean, is he trying to sprint out to them or something?
The spirits rest.
Okay, so at the moment he's got 6 attack. He can potentially double it up with one of his cards. He's going to 7 attack. He doubles up. That's 14. Are you going Artanis? You probably are.
Stand
Yep, there he is. And then he's going onto him. No? Onto them. Okay. Plus 7 attack, 10, 17. He's got 20, so I'm left on 3 life. Yeah. So I am going to need something kind of ridiculous here.
potential.
Random 6+ minion with lifesteal. Let's take... Hey, baby. What's up?
You fight boldly.
8 combatants enter, and I take the crown.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. Oh my god, of course he did that shit. Alright, well, I'm dead. Okay, alright, well, let me know if you need me. Yeah. Oh, are we gonna try for dinner? Okay. 4-up's gonna 4-up. They are indeed gonna 4-up. Yeah, that's not something that you can really do much about. And I think that like being too hard on yourself when that happens, that is what's causing you to walk away from it feeling like shit. But that's not because you did anything wrong. That's because you're expecting too much of yourself. You're expecting too much of you and your units and all that sort of stuff. And I can almost guarantee if I was watching your game that I may have been able to identify other things that you did that threw the game rather than just that one Angron play, because that's kind of what you do with Angron. You throw him in and then he comes back. That's the whole point of a unit that you can cycle over and over again. So I think maybe something that would be really good for you to look at, and potentially Charlie can help you with this, is to work on expectation management and what you expect from your dice, what you expect from your performance, and looking at everything through a healthy, non-toxic lens, which promotes your own improvement. Because when you spend all your time beating the shit out of yourself, you remove your ability to get better at the game. You completely remove your ability to get better at the game. And so it's this vicious cycle that you find yourself caught in because you're never updating those expectations. And when your dice spike really well, you're like, yeah, this is going well, I'm playing well, I'm doing everything else. And then when your dice go poorly, you have this response, and that creates that creates an issue for you internalizing a lot of this stuff, where that was an external factor that caused that. So eating 400 plus points of Exalted 8-bound into 5-man Purifiers because I didn't think properly and should have stayed back. Or got with Angron and the rest of my army on the go turn. My 6-man Exalted killed Crow and 10 Purifiers. Well, I mean, that other stuff, like, obviously I wasn't there, so I won't fully comment on because I don't think it'll be helpful. But, like, all of that stuff, that's what I'm talking about, where, like, you... And I had to say this to Rimmel, who... Love Rimmel, great guy, but he overly pressures himself way too much. and it's unfair. He is unfair to himself, and there were times during our practice games where he would miss things. I was about to lose the game, and he gave me the game because he was so busy beating himself up for something that wasn't his fault and wasn't within his control, that I just like got to exist and win the game for free. And, you know, I was like, you know, if you hadn't have spent so much time beating the crap out of yourself, I never would have been able to pull that off. And that, I think, is something that I think you should look at, because you've had, we've had chats before where you've been really good or not so good, and it's affected you quite a bit, understandably. So if you can get a hold of that, that will go such an immensely long way into helping you sort of rectify some of the problems that you're finding and make your experience with the game consistent the whole way across. Because, you know, there are some times that, like, at Masters, I did well in my first 2 games in the game against Kirby. I was fucked. I was in pain. I was feeling like shit. I was whatever. If I had have internalized that to, I can't play, I did it, like, I knew that there were external factors that were affecting the course of the game. And as a result, I still had a fantastic game against Kirby. Even though I was fucking dying, still enjoyed the experience because my head was in the right place for what it needed to be. I understood what I needed to do and where I should be at with the journey. And as a result, got to have a lovely, lovely game. And that, I think, is something that a lot of people rob themselves of, because it's not just you. There are so many people that, like, I'll coach them or whatever, and they will have these issues where they're looking at the wrong problems. And when somebody's looking at the wrong problems, you stifle any progress. You stifle any improvements that you could be having. It's a magician's trick. Misdirection is have them look at the wrong shit, and you'll be able to get away with whatever you want. So don't magicians trick yourself. For Artemis. It's wild, I shouldn't play dice games, I'm so unlucky. Like, don't get me wrong, I wasn't torturing or anything in my first game, I just made comments about when anger on and my one mistake happened, I didn't do enough game 1, it was like, yeah, okay, I stuffed up. And it was true, and I didn't stop him playing Seed. Okay, so, Bill's right, I can't roll for shit. I have very publicly fucked up about every roll that a person possibly could fuck up. And yet, I can still win games. And this is the thing that, like, off your comment there, and we had this in your game that you and I played for your entry into the Panther, where when things go wrong, that's when you meet a person for real. Because when things go wrong for me in my game, my brain goes to, okay, this is happening. What can I do to fix this? What are my outs? What are the things that I can do to salvage this? If your brain, when things go wrong and you just go, oh yeah, okay, GG. And there's a lot of people that do this. Playing Tau, this happens all the fucking time because we have all the damage in the world. I blow up half of somebody's army in the first turn or the second turn or whatever. Their eyes glaze over, they go dead in the back of their eyes, and then they just, like, they're checked out. I don't have a game to play with them anymore. They don't realize that, from my perspective, I've killed a bunch of screens. I've killed a bunch of stuff that, like, is easy to deal with, and it's not the death sentence, and they could actually give me a very close game. And in the context of a tournament, you want to score as many points as you can because every point matters, and there are plenty of people that submarine onto a podium by just, like, existing. So maybe the thing that needs to be on display and focused here is that you're looking at, okay, shit's gone wrong. How can I fix this? What are my outs? What is it that I can do to fix this
We are
game.
the voice of
Because there is always something. Always. Anybody who says, I am just fucked and I can't do anything about it, I believe is doing themselves a disservice. And don't get me wrong, sometimes it is just a, okay, it didn't go my way, whatever. But if you're looking at that from the perspective of, okay, it didn't go my way, whatever. That's fine. It happens. Move on to the next one. And you're not beating yourself up or making yourself feel like shit or detracting from your experience. That is still taking a guaranteed loss in a healthy way. And that's what we're talking about here. It's keeping a healthy mindset that allows you to stay in a game when you're in there, or even in a loss. You identify, okay, you know what? I did this wrong. I'm going to fix that for next game. Let's move on to the next one. And it doesn't ruin your experience. Sorry, my love. You've been waiting for so long. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Okay, well, interrupt me next time. Yeah, okay, what's up?
Potential.
Let me know when you can speak.
Yeah,
because
baby, Mally can't ever be left on his own.
No, he's fine. It's fine. Like, he can. Like, when you sleep, like, he can.
Okay.
But
Okay, I'll finish this up and I'll come and talk to you. Please go back to our son. Okay, okay. Okay, alright. Alright. Fucking she spikes my anxiety sometimes. God damn. True enough, I just don't know how to fix that mentality. I don't know why it keeps happening. I think I just can't handle the pressure of performance. I can pressure myself to do well, and then when I make the slightest mistake, when I know better, I just absolutely smash myself down and can't get out of it. That is a trained reflex, and the positive thing is that it is untrainable. You just have to train it. And if you want, that is something that we can 100% work on. Because I have done that a bunch of times. I can massively pressure myself as well. So it's not something that's unfamiliar to me. But yeah, it's what you're looking at is a learned behavior. I thought I had a heal for him. I should have put the shield on him immediately. But anyway, let's throw down a taunt minion so he can't really do anything to me. It's also I do want him to be able to go first. Oh no, I've just set myself up for a juicy brawl here. I've just set myself up for a juicy brawl. I might get fucked here. Essentially what you're looking at is self-imposed pressure. There's nobody else which is pressuring. There's nobody thinking, oh my god, Sarah needs to perform here, or she's shit, or she's whatever. So when you're looking at stuff which is self-imposed, if you can get to the root of why you're imposing that upon yourself, then you will find the solution. You will 100% find the solution. It's, yeah, I knew it was going to go. But it takes time. And it takes you being kind to yourself. Of course you live. Oh! So just bear in mind that you will never really get anywhere if you don't face this head on and do like whatever you can to fix it. It won't be easy and it won't be fun, but you will be much healthier and happier, and it won't just be this game that you're doing it in. I am out of minions. I'm out of minions. He actually just wins. Fuck. Fuck! I actually think I just fucking GG this. I am out of minions. I don't think I can play anymore. I didn't realize that I hadn't copied any of my goddamn motherships. Yeah, I honestly think this one's over. I'm not going to drag this out. But yeah, like right there, like I was distracted. I was talking. I played stupidly. And I could beat myself up if I wanted to. But at the end of the day, once I finish the game, and this is the same in 40k, you finish up the game, nobody remembers people's losses. Nobody keeps track of it. And if they do, they're a sad little fuck, and why would we care then? the whole point of losing is to learn and do better. So if you look at it through that lens, that every time you go into a game and you're playing against people that are better than you or whatever, and you're wanting to improve yourself, you are using that loss experience. Like, that's why I've never cared about playing on stream. I'm playing practice games. I am there to get all of my, all of my stupid shit out of the way in my practice game so I don't do it in a tournament. And if anybody tried to make me feel bad about making mistakes on stream, I would tell them to get fucked. Because at the end of the day, that is there for me. That is my time to improve my play. That is my time to do what I need to do for my benefit. And yeah. And if I lose a game, nobody can make me feel bad about that. That's the whole point of the game. The healthy balance is armies having a 50% win rate. That is win-loss. I think it's because it's competitive, so I think we have to win, and also a feeling like I've got to do well because I'm representing a team in every event. So I keep like getting in my head being I have to do well, but then again, I never really play PvP because I can't handle being worse or doing worse than others. That's a character flaw. That's the thing I've got to work on. Yeah, well, remind yourself, and I will set the pocket nuke on you. Our team has no win requirement. We do not care how much somebody is winning or losing. Like, obviously, if somebody's winning a lot and they're doing really well and they're on a streak, we'll celebrate that. But the whole point of a team is not to just collect a bunch of people that win and have everybody winning on one team. It is to surround yourself with people that can help you improve, get better, and be the best player that you can be. Provide you resources and expertise and feedback and all of these different things. The point of a team is not to be winning. Well, I mean, like, competitive teams do want to win, but that's an end goal. That's not the journey. Like, I'm beating myself up, not about my last game per se, just because I disagree with his army being painted. That's fine, and that's I think where you can probably go into, you know, looking at things like acceptance. That, you know, there's a ruling that happens, and I've had to do this plenty of times at events where I'm like, yep, I'm going to leave it up to the TO, whatever he rules, I'll roll with. There was stuff like at CrewCon where Alex ruled on something that I disagreed with, but I didn't keep it in my head because it wasn't going to help me win or lose a game. It just like, hey, this is the decision, cool, let's roll on. And when you think about that, like, obviously yours would have changed the game, but the painted thing shouldn't be the deciding factor for winning or losing a game. It should be all the decisions on the tabletop, which is where it sounds like the problems stem from. But, yeah. My last loss of the event was the 3-point game. Well, so that's the thing. You're walking away from this feeling bad about that. I would walk away from that being, you know what? I only lost by 3 points. That to me is a positive. I didn't get smashed. I only lost by 3 points. And so I think a big thing that you can work on is reframing. Reframing the way that you look at competitive 40K, your place in it, and what constitutes success or failure. Because that's what sounds like is a play here. Winning or losing, funnily enough, is just a facet of success or failure based on the parameters that you've set for yourself. So, for me, if I play the best that I can within the context of how I'm feeling on the day, I've executed a game plan, I've been a good opponent, I have been pleasant to play against, I've been tough on the things that I think are fair, I've been flexible on the things that I know don't matter, and, you know, I've given my opponent a good run from their money, I am successful. They're all things that are important to me and aren't based on, you know, and where I can, external judgment. And that is something we need to remove right away, Sarah. I can't be here because I'm not as good as anybody here. There are plenty of people in the competitive scene that are not good players. There are so many that attend a GT. There are people that once I see them on the pairing sheet, I know I'm going to beat them and I haven't played them yet. But that's okay because I used to be one of those people as well. You will never improve if that is your attitude. Your attitude needs to be, I get to play against people that are better than me. I need to learn everything I can. You're losing without hitting the table. You're at it, and this is also a positive. attitude is the easiest thing to fix. It's all you. It's all internal. You're not having to convince somebody else. You're not having to whatever. All of your attitude is what will make you successful or not. And the first place I would start is with self-talk. Positive self-talk is incredibly important. And even though you'll probably feel a little bit silly at the start of it, positive self-talk has an amazing effect on you, even if you don't believe it when you first start saying it. But yeah, that's our TED Talk for today. I'm going to go see about some dinner and what we're doing. But yeah, I'll see if Charles is on, and maybe we'll have a little bit of a Space Marine stream a little bit later. But yeah. No, that's fine, sir. I'm happy to talk to you about it. Yeah, we'll have a stream a little bit later on, but it's been a pleasure seeing everybody. And yeah, Bill, maybe some brother. Which, yeah, I'll give you Game into Legion of Excess if you want to test Eldar. That could be pretty fun. We'll see. I do have a bit more time on my hands now. Not a ton, but as long as you don't mind me having to walk away at unpredictable intervals, depending on what Mally needs, then yeah, I'm keen. Might not be on stream just because like that won't be a good viewing experience. But yeah, I'll see everybody later. Thank you so much for joining us. Twitch and YouTube, thank you for letting me know that nobody's watching me the entire time, even though Streamlabs says we've been sitting on like 10 fucking people or whatever. But yeah. Thank you everybody for being here, and we'll see you in the next stream. Go to R&R Hobbies. Use code